I will be putting my money where my mouth is, and that's right on Zhongli's big, fat. What's up, flappers? This is Erotic Walrus, and thank you again for tuning in to the daily uploads. Before we start, I'd like to mention that we are so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I just want to say a formal thank you, whether you have been subscribed since my League days or you recently subscribed for my Genshin content. I have nothing but gratitude for you. It takes a great deal for any channel to grow, and the unsung heroes for any big channels are the people who supported the channel from the beginning. It's much easier to snowball, let's say 1 million subscribers to 2 million subscribers versus from 0 to 1,000. Like, any big content creator should be able to tell you that, and you may have even seen videos talking about that. So I want to thank you all for subscribing and clicking that bell icon, tuning into all of my videos when other people really didn't give me a chance. There's a ton of people who have seen my video, and even now I keep stressing this, most of them don't subscribe, and you may be one of them, and hopefully this video can change your mind. For the people who have stuck around and helped me build this community, I am eternally grateful for you all. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being part of my first 1,000 subscribers. So anyways, I will have a formal 1,000 subscriber video coming out once we actually do hit the mark. So this is just kind of like a pre-celebratory bit, I guess. So thank you for watching, and hope this didn't take up too much of your time, and let's get into the video. Childe, oh sweet Childe. This is a character that many has been talking about, and I have seen the community take two different stances on the matter. I get it, like two stances, because Childe has two stances. You know. Okay, so what I mean is, this character is a real hit or miss for people, and the people who loves him will downvote this video talking down about him into oblivion. Others who dislike him will always put forward the same argument of why they just don't like playing him. Ultimately, what is the reason that has the community so divided? The simple answer to that is play style. Now, I'm going to have to go over Childe's weak point first, but please understand I am not hating. I am pointing out something that is done on purpose by miHoYo, and they have the solution for it, which is actually coming, and most of us don't even know it yet. In this video, I will convince you that Childe's other half is indeed Zhongli. The two will complete each other. But in order to do that, first allow me to shed some light on Childe's biggest problem. Childe as a character was designed with the intention of being a fast-paced burst damage dealer, and is actually a child in the sense that you cannot just have him take responsibility for what he is designed to do. You have to hold his hand, baby him, have everything ready for him to succeed. Let's talk about why Childe is not the character free-to-play players should be looking to get. Now, before you downvote, hear me out. The main reason he is not a character that is suited for free-to-play players is because he demands resources like a main carry, but functions like a secondary carry. Yes, let me repeat that again. Childe has to be built to be a main carry while he functions like a secondary carry. Now, I don't see content creators talk enough about this. As always, oh my god, broken OP, stupid OP. Childe cannot be played to be the sole carry of your team. There will be times where Childe has to be off the field, with the only exception being Constellation 6 Childe, and we will not go into that in this video. Childe's entire kit is designed for superb, limited DPS window. He is everything a player could want, and even more when he is in his melee stance doing damage. Understand that in his melee stance, Childe is without a doubt the best DPS character in the game. Combining his hydro element attacks with his burst skill, Childe is top tier for damage. But that's only when he is in melee stance. And guess what? That is a limited damage window, because half the time it's going to be on CD. People who are arguing for Childe being a worthwhile character for everybody is saying, well, all characters need to have teams built around them. Childe is no exception. While yes, I agree that all characters should have teams built around them, I have to disagree in that no character is as demanding when it comes to team composition as Childe. Due to his melee stance restriction, you are absolutely forced to have to field a second carry who can put out consistent DPS. Now be careful here. Consistent DPS, not burst DPS. Consistent DPS for around 10 to 15 seconds minimum, which means the second character has to be built to be more of a main carry than most teams. A quick example of this is, let's say we are running Diluc. We can choose to bring a support FISCHL with Electro support to maximize Diluc's field time DPS, meaning we could build Thundering Fury with energy recharge and Electro damage. Or we could build FISCHL as a physical DPS. We, as a player, have the choice depending on how we want to play. When the same situation is applied to Childe, you have no choice. You build FISCHL as a physical DPS because you would need her to be on the field for over 10 seconds. So it's not enough to just drop your skills and switch out to rely on your elemental damage. Now on top of this, imagine being adventure rank 45 and above, your FISCHL would need to be at level 80 with a level 80 weapon, and of course proper artifacts to even stand a chance against the monsters at that level. Now back to Diluc's case, you could have FISCHL slightly underleveled as she is not required to have sustained field time. What this ultimately means is, not only does Childe demand resources for himself to function, he also demands more resources around his teammates to make up for his shortcomings. For Diluc's team, you could have spent those extra resources on a second team in order to challenge higher floors of the Abyss and beef up other essential characters. All in all, Childe will eat up more resources in order to function as he was designed to. Without a carry who can put out main carry levels of DPS, you will be ultimately losing huge damage per second when Childe is not on the field in melee stats. Now, here is the solution. And it's been in front of us this whole time. Going forward, we should not be comparing Childe to Zhongli, as everyone is missing the point here. Childe and Zhongli are not rivals, but should be in the same team. Yes, people, write that down. Your boy Walrus said it here first. Childe and Zhongli would make an amazing team, and here is why. Childe is an elemental focused offensive unit. Zhongli is a physical damage focused defensive unit. Zhongli is able to be fielded for an extended period of time due to him being reliant on auto attacks. However, Zhongli's weakness is the lack of consistent AoE burst. He has great scaling on his ultimate, but that is nothing compared to what Childe can do with Riptides. These two characters are designed by miHoYo to cover for each other. We have been looking and talking about this all wrong. The question here is not, should you get Childe or Zhongli, but rather, how can I get both of them on my team without emptying my bank account? To further prove my case, certain content creators have already caught on to this, with Retracing Bolide being a viable artifact set for Childe, and guess who else uses that set? That's right, Zhongli. Childe will be benefiting from the 35% shield bonus through Crystallize, as each of his basic attack applies Hydro, which will be making proccing Crystallize extremely easy. I am predicting Zhongli to have the best Geo reaction kit to really bring Geo as an element into contention as a viable build. Is that Retracing Bolide boosts normal and charged attack while protected by a shield. Childe in his melee stance is one of the fastest attacking characters, and that is why for all of his builds there is such a big emphasis on normal and charged attacks. Childe's biggest limitation is the timer on his melee stance, and you'd want to get every second of value while in his melee stance. It's not a viable strategy to swap out and heal Childe, as you will lose his stance. But the shield mechanics offer Childe the safety of being able to deal damage without needing to worry about dodging. The reality is, every second you spend not dealing damage in Childe's melee stance is a second wasted of DPS. Currently, if you build Ningguang and Childe together, you can get a feel for how amazing Childe with Retracing Bolide can work and synergizing with a Geo user. Zhongli will just take all this to the next level. And that is all for this video. I hope Childe fans have stayed through the video to hear what I had to say. He is an amazing unit, but just requires more care and resources to make work. Resources that a free-to-play player most likely cannot spare. Zhongli's introduction into the game will make Childe an even more powerful and potent damage dealer. It's amazing how miHoYo has introduced such unique limited characters with each release, and it's great to see great synergies such as Zhongli and Childe exist in the game. I will be putting my money where my mouth is, and that's right on Zhongli's big, fat. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, as it does help the video get more traction and help end this Childe or Zhongli debate. If you can afford to, getting both will be the best course of action, not for collection purposes, but actual practical use. Now, for those who will not be going for Zhongli but also have Childe, do give Ningguang a try. She will absolutely bring Childe to the next level. Granted, Childe has to be using retracing bowline. Also, join my Discord if you haven't already. We are getting livelier by the day, and there's always room for more. The majority of people who watch my content are not subscribed, so if you are watching now and it's not subscribed, do consider it. I post videos daily. It's free content for you, so just give me a chance. You can always unsub later if you find my content uninteresting. So, just click it. Just click it. Just click it. Did you click it? Okay, thanks. And once again, at the time of making this video, I am at 993 subscribers, and probably by the time I upload, I would have crossed the 1000 subscriber mark. I would like to start streaming soon as well. I would like to talk with you guys live and just have fun together. So let me know if you would like to see that. And with that, I will be taking my leave, but worry not, we will see each other again tomorrow. So until then, stay safe and peace.